The world is total ass right now. I mean, what the fuck is even going on? Are we really being scammed by a real estate agent and a goddamn fucking car salesman? For real? For real? For real? I mean, what the fuck?
From the makers of We're Just Asking Questions Here comes the dumbest fucking timeline in the multiverse. We all know that the nuclear experiment conducted at the CERN laboratory with their powerful particle accelerator way back in 2012 caused a rift in space-time, sending us careening into this alternate stupid fucking bullshit universe. Like shit was going pretty fucking good for a while, but racism is a fucking B word, and that shit is everywhere. So if you see people doing that shit, say something, you dumb fuck. If there's one good thing to come out of this elephant turd blossom of a timeline, it's the stoning rolls. Remember to subscribe and consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/thestoningRolls.
I mean, what the fuck? Thanks for watching.
I don't think the world has come up with a name.
Well, we know they're teenage.
Yeah. The Teenage Mutant Turtles.
It does say mutant, so maybe we're not looking for a writing shirt in science.
Hey, friends and family, what's up? Y'all cheese bags, it's us, the Stoning Rolls, and we're back, and we're talking about the we're talking about the mutant, we're talking about the ninja, we're talking about the turtles. Maybe not in that particular order. We've got a game of Wait What, and Dave's got a great bunch of stuff that we can disassociate to. And believe you me, once they hear me talking, they're going to be so happy that they didn't hear this intro, because it's the best intro I've ever done, ever. And you guys are going to be so stoked to hear it on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. when the show goes live.
I've never heard an intro yet on this show.
What's great is the only part of the intro I heard is, and Dave's gonna, and then it went silent and I saw Dave's face go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's my favorite part. It's a surprise intro. It's the surprise intro.
Podcast is pure fear.
Mostly it was just this.
It's been a while. Do we even have a soundboard anymore?
I think we do.
What we got?
Hiatus.
Oh, yes. Those two sounds go together well. Oh,
got it.
Yeah.
How have you two been?
Well, I got questions, not only about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. First of all, I don't watch the news at all, ever. So I just got to ask you guys, what the hell's going on? I saw that Katy Perry went to space. Is this a real story?
Katy Perry went to the atmosphere, for sure.
Did we leave her there? Because I feel like we could have just left her there. No?
A lot of people were saying to send her back.
Yeah. We should send her back. She said.
She spent the whole time looking at her reflection, though. So.
Do you think she was on mushrooms when she did that? Like, I feel like if you go to space, you should probably take mushrooms.
I think she was on like album. I think she was on album promotion. Is what she was on.
Oh, that's a great way to promote your album. Go to space. That's how every album's gonna be promoted. I think they'll probably write it on the moon with a laser.
Space radio.
Yeah. Linkin Park's new album.
Bowie was almost there.
Who was almost there?
Bowie.
Oh yeah.
David Bowie. Have you heard of him, Eric?
David Bowie.
David. Yeah.
Never heard of this person. What did they do?
He invented the knife.
He invented the knife.
The knife.
I thought he was.
Oh, Bowie knife.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story. Here's the thing about David Bowie. His name was David Jones, but he changed it to David Bowie because Davy Jones was in the Monkees already, and he was already famous. And he said, I can't be confused with Davy Jones. That would be too cool.
Look,
David Jones, Locker.
Done to me.
Yeah. I was lamenting the fact that
Davy Jones the monkey and the pirate are the same Davy Jones, by the way. That's why. There's only been
I've definitely seen him in a white pirate type shirt for sure.
Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Yeah. I remember that.
I'm a pirate, I mean. You don't remember that part?
To cannon, walk the plank.
He kept outing himself as a pirate in the recording. You're like, oh, no.
No, you're not a pirate, you're a monkey.
We have to shoot that. We have to shoot the bloopers of the monkeys in the studio.
Stop telling them you're a pirate, Davy Jones. You're gonna lead them to your locker.
Release the Kraken.
All right, we need a parrot. We need a chest of gold.
A long coat.
Very long coat. One of them swords. The swords that go like that.
A cutlass.
Yeah.
A cutlass. A chicken cutlass.
It's weird that they're called cutlasses because I feel like they cut more.
Oh yeah.
They should be cutmores.
They should be called cutmores. Yarr.
Yeah. Cutlass. Chicken cutlass. Well, it's been a minute. We haven't been on there for a couple weeks, and here we are, hanging out. You know, I was lamenting the fact that I had 3 potential days of work this week, and they all vanished. They all just went away because LA sucks.
Yeah.
LA sucks right now. I read an article that it was Michelle Pfeiffer, so you know it's from an authority. She was like really pissed off that LA ain't got the tax incentives for people to make stuff. A lot of A-listers are getting mad. Yeah. What do we do?
What? How? Hi.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Wow.
Just don't know.
The industry's weird right now.
Folks,
Yeah. What
all
are that like?
fucked.
So everybody's just filming in like Bulgaria right now? Is that like where everybody?
Budapest, Bulgaria, London. England's got some great tax incentives. Basically everywhere but here.
Maybe we should just go there.
New Mexico's got great tax incentives.
Oh,
Louisiana's got
Yeah.
Georgia's
a lot of
got 'em.
Yeah, a lot of productions are just going to those states now.
Have you ever been to New Orleans?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beignets.
It's a fun city.
It's really nice, fun.
You know, I never had a beignet.
You never had a beignet?
What?
Nope. I've been there and never had one.
Dave's never
That's
had a
crazier. Yeah, it's crazier than me not having a candy apple.
That's not crazier than not having a candy apple.
It has to be.
It
has to be.
No way that's crazier.
I
After
feel
game
like
night.
you could find a beignet easier than you could find a candy apple, I bet.
I can
in New Orleans, yeah.
Albertsons.
What?
I can
They got
literally
beignets
walk
there
to
too,
a
I bet.
When you
don't- I
brought the
don't think
candy
they have it.
apple to the party, to the game night,
Yeah.
I was so excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized days later that you did not eat the... But I realized in the middle of the night, and I woke up and I was like, Dave didn't eat the candy apple. And it was too late to text you.
I remembered as we were leaving because I was like, I'm not going to take this home with me because then there will be another chance. This was the one chance, and we all forgot. We all forgot.
You drugged us, Dave. That's what happened.
Yeah. You sure about that? Yeah, just to get out of eating a candy apple.
That's why.
All right, you two. I need you to cut the middle of your hand.
Cut it.
I'll cut mine. Shake
making
them and
an apple pie.
swear a blood oath that you will see Sinners in a movie.
Oh.
I have a ticket to see it tomorrow night, so I'm going
Oh, I
to see it.
can't wait! I can't wait to hear what you say.
Is there a 15 perf IMAX around?
A what?
There has to be, right?
IMAX?
An IMAX that will show the 15 perf version, like the
Oh,
biggest.
The City Walk one.
I don't want to go.
City
Okay.
Walk is.
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
saying
that.
mainly like I want to see that, but the sound design, like it's a movie theater movie.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I'm going with a friend of the show, Carrie, and her twin sister.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
Nice.
we're all gonna
Carrie and Harry,
Trish.
I believe.
Carrie and
Trish.
Carrie, but it's Carrie
Carry on.
backwards. It's Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, Carrie and Eric.
You just say it like you're saying it backwards. Dude. That's how it's
Yeah.
pronounced.
It's like a Skyrim character.
Yeah.
Twins are interesting. It's like I saw these two twins. They're Australian, and they have to talk at the same time. Have you seen that?
Did you see that was a recent viral thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the one interview where they make one of them quiet down.
And the other one's moving her lips while.
Yeah, she can't help it. She's like moving her lips. I don't understand that. That's a psychic bond.
It's a psychic bond. They have the same. They share a brain, I think.
What if one was ventriloquating?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's said.
That's
a
very
drink water.
eloquent of you.
Water?
Yeah, they should make one drink water while the other one talks.
Yeah.
I bet they can't do it. No, she'll drown. We can't do this thing.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Water coming out of her ears.
Oh my God, the one who starts talking is the one who drowns?
Oh.
Listen, I don't know how twins work, man.
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I'm gonna send out a thing to get some people chatting here. Let's see if we can.
They don't
drive
want
some
us
traffic.
anymore.
Get some people to answer our twins question.
Yeah, Sinners is speaking of twins, Michael B. Jordan plays twins. And,
I didn't know that.
Michael B. Acton. That's what his new name is.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Did Ludwig Göransson do the sound music, the music, the sound music?
Believe so. Yeah, he did the Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as soon as I saw the preview the first time, it was Michael B. Jordan, and then I said directed by Ryan Coogler and sound designed by, and then it said Ryan Coogler as director. But as soon as you see Michael, they all went to USC together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one of those like and the fact that it's a horror movie too, like
Yeah. I guess we'll have to talk about it in 28 hours.
Yeah.
After I see it.
Yeah. I might go check it out tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I don't really know anything about it. I've heard a couple things about it, but those were both surprises. I just know that
I'm trying to keep it a mystery, but it's hard to do that with anything that's popular now.
Yeah. It just makes me so happy without going into what it is about. When someone has $90 million to make a horror movie, what can be done is just phenomenal.
That's a big budget, yeah.
That's the biggest budget horror movie I can think of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think The Shining maybe equates to that?
Wow.
I don't know.
I haven't seen.
What was the sub?
Yeah, what is?
I don't know what The Shining is, but I can think of 1970s money. Maybe it equates to that much. But I'm sure that was a huge budget. But I know that was 15 million or 50 million.
50. Dang. Yeah.
The
a lot of
original?
effects.
The 2017 It.
Oh yeah.
Oh. It. I was
No,
thinking
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the mini-series of it in the 90s was $15.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not as good as everyone says it is. I'm gonna say that right now.
Twice.
I still haven't seen
Yeah,
part 2.
Judella Sinners. You've seen it twice. Oh man, I want to see it again. I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's cool. I'm going to see it tomorrow night, Judella, and we can all talk about it, I guess, on the Discord or however. I'm looking forward to it. Here, it's the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about it. Also, Andor started last week, and I haven't started Andor season 2 yet. I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, I still need to season 1.
I'm caught up. Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us. After last week, I was like, that's the last of me watching this show.
Are you guys doing Righteous Gemstones too? Because that's got one more episode.
No, I haven't even seen a single episode of that show. I heard it's great.
Uncut Gems.
Ever, yeah.
Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I keep thinking Uncut Gems.
Very different. Very different movie series.
I gotta see that. I gotta watch The Studio.
So good.
I haven't been watching too much stuff lately. I just been watching wrestling. That's what I watch.
I think you'll enjoy
my
The
whole
Studio.
feed. My whole feed is wrestling now. It's
Yes, good. That's good. I'm glad. I'm happy about that.
That's awesome.
I'm glad that I've infected everybody with the wrestling bug.
Yeah.
The game night's going to have all kinds of wrestlers. So
Game
Zach
night is just wrestling night now.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Should we do it every Monday? Should we do our own Raw?
We should do Monday night. What's the opposite of Raw? Cooked. We'll do Monday night cooked.
Well done.
We do bake. Monday night bake.
Medium rare Monday nights. Oh yeah, is that game? Can you play it remotely? I wonder if we could all like get.
I think if we all bought it, but it's still like $70 or something.
Yeah.
Della says her entire feed is Beatles stuff because of Aries' posts. I agree. I've got a lot of music stuff going on, mainly Beatles stuff. And by the way, today's episode features the game of Wait What, which is inspired by Aristotle's Beatle fame.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm talking about the
It can't be Beatles stuff.
It's not Beatles stuff.
It's not Beatles stuff.
Wait, what? All you need is plagiarism edition, the Beatles knockoff game. It's Wait What, dedicated to Beatles knockoff fans.
Aries still gonna win. Can I just say I'm just gonna match all the Aries answers right now.
I might not know everything about I just went off on the Beatles because that's I don't know. It's just really surreal to be like, hey, newsflash, the Beatles was a good band. I don't understand how that is like controversial. It seems to be.
That blows my mind.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
generational?
It's got to be. Well, obviously,
Like, do the kids like Beatles? I don't know what the kids like.
I feel like most people who discover the Beatles end up really liking something about them.
Yeah.
But I think they've got 227 recorded songs. And when people say, oh, their music is pop bubblegum or their music is, childlike, I'm like, they got 227 songs.
Yeah.
That means they've only listened to the Red and the Blue album.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, like, even their pop songs and their childlike songs are the best versions of pop songs and childlike songs you've ever heard. So what does it matter? They're really good songs still.
I'm going to tell you this. I was walking to my car from the gym the other day, sweaty, and Yellow Submarine came onto my headphones, and I experienced pure joy from that. Just singing Yellow Submarine. We all live in Yellow Submarine.
That's one of the skippables for me.
Usually it is, but I sat and I listened to it and I said,
yeah.
And I was like, this is just a pure joy song.
It's a great little pop song.
Yeah.
Did you go right into Octopus Garden after that?
I should have just been all Ringo songs.
Just Ringo songs.
Well, I never listened to Magical Mystery Tour, and that's the album I've listened to the least, which is crazy because it's got so many good songs on it. Yeah, yeah, Your Mother Should Know, all these songs.
Oh,
that's a good song. It's got Strawberry Fields on that album. It's got I Am the Walrus on that album. I never listened to this album. So I was like, let me just listen to it end to end and just to hear some things I hadn't heard before because I've only listened to the album maybe 5 times my whole life. Yeah. And Yellow Submarine, I stuck with it and I smiled.
How is your journey back onto sugar?
It's been good.
Have you gone off the deep end?
I kind of save it for Sunday. Okay, you know what? On Sundays,
is your sugar day.
Sunday fun day. I can have whatever I want to eat on Sundays, or like if we're hanging out, I'll indulge. But yeah, keep it
hanging out soon.
We should hang out. We definitely should.
He's getting hungry.
Yeah,
I'm starving, man.
Hungry already.
I found that breakfast burrito place that we got at that one time. I found it on Grubhub.
Oh, what's it called? Or can you give them a plug?
Badass Burritos, I think.
badass burritos.
It's the secret breakfast burrito restaurant inside a doghouse in Burbank.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
place we got it. That's the place we got it for game night.
Yeah,
those are so
and,
good.
Dave, just saying, I can get it delivered here if you want to come here and have. And they got other breakfast burritos.
They go all the way from there to here?
Dave's gone.
Dave's
there he is at the door.
He pops up.
Ding dong. Where's the burrito?
Oh yeah.
Those were like some of the best breakfast burritos ever.
Best.
Yeah.
They were really. Yeah.
We're already talking about breakfast burritos.
It's the end of the show.
That's because we are getting low.
I haven't worked in a while. I'm living off of bread.
Yeah. What am I eating?
Peanut butter sandwiches.
I got polio string cheese.
Peanut butter. Is that what?
Well,
like
polio. String
cheese that like has sex with multiple partners?
Yeah, it's string theory cheese. That is poly. It's poly string theory cheese. No, it is
string cheese theory.
Every particle. It goes after every particle. Listen. Yeah, what else do I got? I got celery and peanut butter.
Jeez.
That's exciting, right? Celery and peanut butter.
You get some
We're
raisins.
coming to you live from the Great Depression.
We are. This is kind of
gruel. We've got gruel.
We'll look
I got
back on this.
Those overalls for a reason. I'm ready for that hobo life.
We're gonna look back at this and think we were starving. And then
when we're eating caviar.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be in the penthouse of a luxury building.
Yeah.
Eating caviar. And then the security will be like, what are you guys doing in here? Get out. And then they'll chase us.
Yeah.
We'll be in VR and just be laying on the floor of an empty trailer.
You know what me and my friends hate watched the other day over Zoom? We hate watched The Electric State with Chris Prattfall in it.
I heard that's the worst movie ever made.
It's pretty much the worst movie ever made. And it's bad.
Whoa.
It's really bad. I like to talk about terrible movies. And this movie was very like there wasn't a thing that the characters did that they didn't explain first. So it was just all like, and then we're going to go do this. And now we're going to go do this exposition. And now we're going to expository dialogue that. But it looked pretty. It had some like cool colors. Other than that,
Lee said no. There's no colors.
No color.
Yeah, there was
on the whole time.
Millie Bobby Brown was in it, but she doesn't understand comedy, which is I feel like she's just a kid. But I feel like she's an adult now.
Not anymore. She is an adult now. You can rip her to pieces.
I think okay, good. Yeah, I can. She's fair game to talk shit about. No, listen. I think she thinks she's got like this ego, you could tell. And there's parts of this movie that would have been funny. Her character would have been funny had she not taken herself so seriously. I think she just takes herself too seriously. And putting her with Chris Pratt, who can kind of do the funny, goofy thing, just didn't work at all. It was really painful. There was no comic relief.
Also, I feel like everyone is just, whether you like him or not, you're just sick of Chris Pratt.
He's Star-Lord and everything.
Yeah.
Star-Lord's cool, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time? I'm kind of sick of him at this point. This is dogs.
What is that? Is there dogs going crazy?
Who let the dogs out?
It could be coyotes.
Harry let them in.
Yeah. Well, not the coyotes. If they're coyotes,
Who
maybe.
let the dogs in? That's a really scary song. If you think about it.
We don't have any dog sound effects, do we?
I was thinking.
He built that wall.
Has anyone thought of doing a mix? Harry, you would be really good at this because you're such a funny editor. Of doing a mixture from Ghostbusters Rick Moranis going like, "Okay, who brought the dog?" And then shots of the demon dogs to the song "Who Let the Dogs
Dogs out.
All right, well, let me write this down because I got to make a commercial. Maybe that'll be the commercial this week.
Yeah.
Okay, who brought the dog? Who let the dogs out?
I'm trying to do
Good
the
question.
Jedi mind. Trying to be Spock in Star Trek 2. Remember this. Remember.
Honestly, that's a kind of sad song if you think about it.
Yeah, because the dogs
Yeah,
are gone.
Because, like,
Dogs
imagine
would
if
be
your
out,
dog
yeah.
got out.
That would be sad.
Do you think they're
Also,
talking
great
about real
theme
dogs?
song. I think so. Great theme
I mean,
song
we've
for
got the sound
Homeward
effects.
Bound.
Oh, yeah.
What if they were talking about like a group of guys, like the dogs?
Like Friends.
Yeah.
Is somebody hammering something?
I don't know. There seems to be all kinds of sounds going on out there. I think that might have been a skateboard or something.
It sounded like someone banging pots and pans.
Yeah, they're all my windows are shut. Listen,
Shattered.
I'm getting tired of the noisy city. I need to go to the countryside for a minute
Yeah.
and unwind.
Oh. I'm down. Let's just move to a compound
We should go to
in a
the we should
field.
go to the country, guys. We should go to some
Yeah,
sort
let's
of
go to the
country.
country.
Yeah, then we'll be
Go to the
forced to make something.
saloon.
Make a
Let's
movie.
go to Placerville.
Where's Placerville?
It's up north.
That's a place in California?
Yep, it's where the Mel's Drive-In. I didn't know this. It's near Folsom Prison. We went
Oh, right.
to this place, Placerville, where I shot a movie outside of Placerville a long time ago. But there's a Mel's Diner there, and you're like, whoa, a Mel's Diner out here? You look at the sign. Not only is it the first Mel's Diner, it's the Mel's Diner in which they shot American Graffiti.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. That's an interesting, yeah.
It doesn't
I
sound
just-
very countryside.
No.
You walk in down the streets, and it's one of those like one street towns where they've the most they've done is updated the buildings since the 1800s, but they haven't changed them at all. So it looks
want,
like fucking Melody Ranch, you know, but with a
That's
with a
kind of how that
street.
one town. What was it? Ione?
That's
we went
very
to?
much like
Yeah.
Ione. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
that.
No, I want like rolling green hills. And,
You want
like,
a little house on the
nothing.
prairie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want a little house on the prairie.
You want to go to Big Sky Ranch.
Doing it well.
I miss it so much.
You miss Big Sky. Let's go stay in the cabin.
Like Stockholm syndrome. Yeah.
You know what I want to do? I want
What do
to
you-
disassociate completely.
Oh, I've been dying to do this.
Man.
I think it's time we all sat back, relaxed, and turned our brains off so we could disassociate in Dave's disassociation den.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I had all this time to make a new title card.
I think I pronounced it right.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it. You nailed it. No need for take two.
Peer pressure. You gotta do it.
Perfect. No need for take two.
There it is.
There it is. I thought I had like an abundance, but I think I just have the normal amount.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for any amount.
But I will say that it's going to be quite the ride, gentlemen. I think I ordered it in a way to lull you in and then irritate you and then lull you back in, maybe.
Judella says this is the best graphic, so no, never change.
Yeah, you better not ever change
Yeah.
this graphic.
I wanted to just like add little things every time.
Yeah,
But it's saved as a JPEG and it's just going to stay like that.
it's perfect. I think it gets the message across. It's beautifully designed. The color
right.
is on point.
This first one will be nice. We'll all just kind of relax and no need to be anxious at all about this. There's some balls.
Oh god, I don't.
Oh, it's cool. It makes music. million balls.
There it is.
Whoa.
1 million balls.
That's fractal.
Do the
Fractal
balls
wishes.
turn into a million balls? Turn into a million balls?
I think that's what it was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 1 million I counted.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying when those balls touch, do they also turn into a million balls?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Balls.
You know, they almost found another planet with life on it. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
Really possible. Yeah. Did you say they almost found a planet?
They almost did that.
They almost did.
They didn't do it.
They
Katy
think they
Perry
might
was
have.
this close.
Katy Perry
Just
discovered a
close
new
there.
planet.
A little further. It would have been right there. All right. Have you guys seen any of these Dr. Pickle videos? Have I shared any of these before?
I've been kind of offline for the past week, so I don't...
Yeah, I haven't been on as much lately, but Dr. Pickle, PhD, has some pretty aggressive medical advice, even though the show is not medical advice. Here we go.
How the fuck does caffeine work? Most stimulants, they don't fuck around. They tear the floodgates wide open and let dopamine pour into your brain like a goddamn chemical orgy. Boom. Instant high. But caffeine, this sneaky little fucker, doesn't take the obvious route. Nah, it plays dirty. Instead of blasting dopamine like a crackhead at a rave, caffeine turns up the sensitivity on your dopamine receptors. That means your brain feels all hyped up and juiced without actually pumping out more dopamine. That's some Jedi mind trick bullshit right there. And here's where it gets even more fucked. Caffeine doesn't even touch your dopamine receptors. It's too slick for that. What it actually does is block this boring, sleepy-ass molecule called adenosine. The fucker responsible for making you feel tired. By choking out adenosine, caffeine rips the brakes off your dopamine system, letting your neurons fire off like a bunch of over-caffeinated ferrets with rocket boosters. So when you slam a coffee and feel like you could body slam a bear and file your taxes at the same time, that's caffeine, bitch. Doing what it does best, tricking your dumbass into feeling unstoppable. Follow Dr. Pickle for more about your janky-ass body.
Speaking of doctors, we've got Dr.
Dr.
Gleeklop
Gleeklop.
in the chat. That's what Katy
That's what
Perry
Katy
saw.
Perry saw in space.
She saw balls. 1 million balls.
1 million balls.
That Dr. Pickle, I love that.
I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
there are, I've learned. Question mark,
That's a
so
word.
many things from wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it right. I don't fact check these, so I'm assuming that's just how caffeine works.
That is
'Cause
true.
He cursed at me so many times.
As far as I know, he said all the words that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he sounded like a doctor. Sounded pretty official.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love coffee.
Yeah. Now you know why it works. How
Yeah.
it works.
Still gonna drink.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, Dave. I'm
Yeah,
liking
that's
what I'm
cute.
seeing.
Yeah, I know. This this one, I'm not going to introduce. I'm just going to play. This is from
Just a little
A92700DL.
furball.
It's a compilation video, so buckle in.
Oh my goodness. This little guy. Dachshund.
Oh my goodness, what a big sneeze. Poor little buddy.
Little Yorkie.
Right? Are you okay?
You gotta sneeze?
You got it?
I've never seen any dog sneeze like any of that. I don't.
I liked.
Have you ever seen a dog sneeze like that?
Never.
Maybe like the
That was
last one.
amazing.
Yeah, like like an occasional like big sneeze or something, but the whole body shakes and like a horse, getting revved up. Like
The first Pomeranian
That was insane.
yeah,
One more time. One more time.
We gotta watch that again.
it's the initial burst, and then he's like and it just goes up.
He's like evolving like a Pokemon or something. He's exploding. He's going Super Saiyan. Look at that. It's like Goku, man.
I like when they headbang too. It's that was like a delay.
This one. That's this one.
What? You know, sometimes you just need a good minute of dogs sneezing.
In so much pain.
We're just gonna do this for the rest of the episode.
It's just dog sneezers. I mean,
Oh my goodness, what a big sneeze. Poor little buddy.
little guy.
Right over the iPad.
That's a fox.
Right? Are you okay?
I hate that. I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
You got it?
Alright, that's enough.
That feeling where it's like it's about to happen for like a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I guess dogs get that feeling too, you know?
We relate to
Just
dogs.
like us.
We learned so much more about ourselves and dogs tonight already.
That's why they're our best friend, because we sneeze just like them.
Yeah.
Alright. Surely you've seen this sort of animation before.
Mr. Bill?
This is from This is from Alec Lang. Again, there's a ton of different content in this manner, but this is what you're getting.
I need a crew of a bunch of wacky and zany, obscure characters that can pull off a heist in the most convoluted way possible. And I was told you were the only person that could make that happen. Well, first I'm gonna need my boys. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna need a guy on the inside. A guy on the inside? Must have some pretty wide hips. What? That's where this guy comes in. Don't mind me and my hips. Wide hip Willie. With hips like that, he can sneak past any security system in existence. Pardon me? What? How are wide hips gonna help him get past security? Oh, I see what you're worried about. Don't worry, we got a guy on the outside too. He's got really broad shoulders. Where are they? Let me handle them. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Look, first you want wide hips, then you want broad shoulders. I don't know what you want. What? What are you talking about? You've only been naming people off who I don't even think are real. They're kind of real. What does that even mean? Okay. All right, okay. I might have one more guy. This man has single-handedly dismantled governments, ended wars, started wars. He's the most dangerous man I know. And that's all thanks to his really big butt.
Ooh, look at my big old butt. I wear really tight pants.
God, he's got a big butt!
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I was waiting for the person with really big feet. But that's I like
Maybe-
that.
Maybe it's part of a longer thing, but that's where it ends. It's just typical, heist template. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It was like the inside Ocean's 11 job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like almost Rick and Morty, almost
Yeah.
Tim Robinson. You know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I love about Rick and Morty.
Tim Robinson for sure.
When they just kind of vamp, and you could tell that they're making it up, and then later on they are animating whatever it is they're making up, which is
it's the best. Yeah. Okay, I do have one more, and if you remember, I think it was last episode when Guy Fieri was giving us directions.
Yeah.
That seemed to be a big hit. I stumbled across something entirely by happenstance of you've
Pat
developed amnesia, so Pat Sajak helps jog your memory. And this is a great edit from ZBD Cuts.
You're an adventurer. You're a good bowler. You're a sparkling wine person. Oversized novelty items, that's your thing. And you had a hole-in-one. You lead a double life. You're obsessed with Danny DeVito. You're a woodworker. You design dog collars. You've been bitten by several different animals. You are and you're one of those who learns a new word every day, but you still sing. You're related in some way to George Washington. You have a donut fixation. You've trained out 75 pairs of sneakers, and you have jumped out of a plane. You can eat massive amounts of food. You're in the shampoo game. You like doing yard work. You're a toy collector. You do bartending at private events, and you're one of those British royalty, but you have been stuck in an elevator, and tacos are your chicken wings, and you play the flute, and a proud sled dog owner. You have time to open up a bakery, though.
Oh my god.
Just the ridiculous list of occupations.
That's so good.
When you're on the air for that many years, I mean,
Yeah.
It's
all
just what
there.
they're gonna make you say.
He's reading
Somebody's
whatever's on that card in front of him. He's just reading it.
yeah.
Not processing a damn thing.
Yeah. Are
Well,
they
that's
still
what
in the air?
That's what the dens
Yeah.
were. Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Wow.
That was all from this year, I think.
Wow.
Anyway, that's the den.
That's the den. We did it.
That's the den.
That's the den.
whole damn den.
Dave's den.
Dave's den. Well, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We successfully unplugged our brains and entered the void of Dave's Disassociation den. And we're back here. Join us, shall you? Oh, we have Dr. Gleeplop in the chat, I think. So this is Dr. Gleeplop's graphic, by the way, when he shows up. Dr. Gleeplop, the professional, is
Professional Glee Clop.
professional Gleeplop. When we need to consult a doctor, this is Dr. Gleeplop. Okay. That was really good.
I heel.
I feel like thoroughly numbed, which is good.
Yeah, I feel like I've been just miles away.
This is where you want to be.
Like
where I
above,
was.
like in space, up in a
Just
rocket
miles away from space.
from space. Ooh,
That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Because
how far away
technically
from
I
space
am.
can you get?
How
Yeah.
many miles away from Dr. Gloop Club? You're a doctor. How many miles from space am I right now?
You know, Dr. Gleeplop. If Dr. Gleeplop is out there, Earth to Dr. Gleeplop, how are you from outer space, Dr. Gleeplop? Well, if Dr. Gleeplop gets to us, well, let's see.
Are we closer to space or the center of the Earth?
I think this is the one thing I think about space.
Say it, Lee. Go ahead. Say it. Finish the sentence. Wait. What?
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Don't Google it.
Thank God my
You
brain
can't
is
Google
okay.
It's not part of the quiz.
This is something that you need to think about until you're on your deathbed, and then you.
I know the answer.
What's the answer? Dr. Gleeplop might chime in.
You're going to feel pretty dumb.
About space?
Can't feel
I already
any more
Google just called me dumb for asking a question. I didn't know that could happen.
Well, here's the thing about space. That isn't it kind of a cop out because they're just like it's just a bunch of space. It's just a bunch of space. It's just empty space with stuff in it here and there.
I don't think space is technically as far away as we think.
I think it's 20 miles away.
It's actually further than I thought it was.
I think it's 20 miles.
It's a big sky. So, Earth, the center of the Earth is 3,959 miles. 3,959 miles from us right now. Space is 62 miles away.
Yeah.
62?
Okay. What do you mean, yeah? You were saying the opposite.
I thought like space was maybe like 5 miles away or something. So I didn't know how far down the Earth went either, so I couldn't really give you a solid answer.
Crust was 5 miles easily.
If Dr. Gleepglop can confirm that, since Dr. Gleepglop is a biologist, we need the opinion of a biologist also.
Of a professional.
Like a Martian.
Ask your doctor if space is closer to you.
How close is space?
I already told you.
We should also ask all kinds of questions that have nothing to do with biology to Dr. Gleepglop. Because he's
space
a scientist.
Has to do with biology. He's a space biologist.
Space biologist.
That's a job.
That new planet that they were the
one that we almost found.
Mm-hmm. Gleepglop has returned. Dr. Gleepglop has returned. True or false? Space is 62 miles away. Dr. Gleepglop, since you're a scientist, we need to know.
Look at his jacket. He knows.
That's an official jacket. Yeah, we're just trying to see if Google is right about something.
No idea.
We're just fact checking Google real quick.
Yeah. If you could fact check Google
specifically.
I thought I heard music earlier, and I just kind of.
Okay, who brought the dog?
I'm a scat man.
Wait, what? What did he say? Oh my god, my brain isn't okay. Wait, what? Wait, what? The show that makes you go, what?
Dr. Gleepglop says, I'm not a space gleep, only a genetics gleepglop. So
space biologist.
So if you're a space biologist, is it true that the world's going to end in 2012? Dr. Gleepglop. Earth to Gleepglop. We've got a game for you.
We do have a game. Oh, excuse me. We've got a game for you. See, recently, Aristotle has become rather famous online for his Beatles videos.
The Beatles
content. The Beatles have you become. I'm going to say the sixth Beatle, not the fifth. But the sixth or seventh at least.
I will tell that story at some point. But yeah, go ahead.
So I decided to go along that theme with today's quiz. This is Wait What? All You Need Is Plagiarism, the Beatles knockoff edition.
Well, we love it.
We need that theme song like that knockoff Beatles.
Yeah. Question number 1.
All right. Let's see if we can.
Which band was so committed to copying the Beatles that they shot their album cover in the exact same spot as Abbey Road, but going the other direction?
The Ruddles.
A. The Ruddles. B. The Monkees. C. The Bugs. D. The Beatles. The Z.
Let's ask Small Town Brewery what they think.
Small Town Brewery. What do you got?
You got to chime in if you're going to be here.
Yeah.
Just block them. Yeah, let's see. I think it's the Ruddles because I guessed that first, and that's Eric Idle's.
You guessed it before I even said it.
Yeah.
I do think it's the Ruddles.
Hey, David also thinks it's the Ruddles. We're showing force.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Oh, it was Red Hot Chili Peppers with their sock photo. That's true. They did do
The socks were going the different direction than the
The
Beatles.
socks were going the different and they were, and all of them, only one of them was wearing shoes. It was like the opposite of the Beatles.
Yeah, was that one of the choices, the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Because that's probably the answer.
They are always trying to copy those Beatles.
Yeah, they are. I could probably find a connection between the Chili Peppers and the Beatles, for sure. Every band is inspired by the Beatles. But yeah, I gotta say the Ruddles, because they even wrote a song that was very close to a Beatles-sounding song, and John Lennon didn't even get mad at it. He was like, I'm not gonna sue him. I get the joke. And it sounded almost like a John Lennon song. So I'm gonna say it's the Ruddles.
You're going A, Ruddles.
Yeah.
Yes, they did both play in California.
Dave, you're copying Aristotle.
It's kind of like a knockoff answer. It can't. Were the Bugs a real band?
The Bugs were a real band. All of them are real bands.
Okay.
The Bugs. It's the Ruddles.
It's the Ruddles.
It's got to be the Ruddles, right? I mean,
could be the Monkees.
Could be the Monkees, but I don't think the
Monkees.
Yeah.
What about the Beatles?
Is that a real band?
Real band.
The Beatles.
Capital Z.
He's not gonna tell us if it's not.
Capital Z.
Capital Z.
Yeah. Beatles
Capital B as well.
Yeah.
The Buggles.
But
the
also
Buggles.
spelled like regular Beetle, not like B-E-A-T is B-E-E.
Stop selling my password.
Beatles.
B-E-T. Like the channel.
Yeah.
Like the channel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's B-E-T.
B-E-Teals. B-E-Teals.
B-E-T-E-A-L.
The B-E-Teals.
Beatles.
Yeah, the B-E-Teals.
I would watch
That's
that.
my new answer. I'm going to change my answer.
I'm going to say it's the Ruddles' final answer.
All right, final answer.
A.
Both are going A. All right, well, the answer is C, the Bugs.
What? You gotta be kidding. No. There's no way.
Oh no.
Pull the image up right now of this
The
album
Bugs
cover.
album, The Beatle Beat, came out in '64 and went hard on imitation, British accents, yes, and suspiciously familiar street, the audio equivalent of a knockoff iPhone that says iPhane. They
Oh no. Dr. Gleepglop, what do you have to say about this? What is your expert opinion? Gleepglop. Oh man.
Bugs. Unbelievable. Was that Bugs with a Z?
No, that was Buggs.
Oh, see, I was thinking of Bugz. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, that's why you were way
Of course,
out.
it's the other Bugs band.
This is the other one. All right,
I would have gotten that.
let's play some more. Wait, what?
Question number 2. Which real band was accused of being a Beatles clone, but actually influenced the Beatles in the early days?
Oh. Okay.
This was a band that sounded like the Beatles, turns out was a Beatles influence. A,
Okay.
Badfinger.
NWA.
B, the Dave Clark 5. C, the Byrds. D, the Shadows.
Okay. It's
What was
between.
the last one?
Huh?
What was the last one?
The Shadows.
The Shadows.
So the Dave Clark 5, I know, was on the radio. They were very popular at the time the Beatles came and knocked them out of the charts because that was the best they could do up until the Beatles came along. But also the Byrds were pretty good, but the Byrds did covers of like Bob Dylan. So probably, okay. It was Cannibal Corpse, according to Dr. Gleepglop. Cannibal Corpse. What about Cattle Decapitation? I think that they really...
Could it be Tool?
The Beatles were really into that. Yeah.
Oh, man. Dave, what do you think? Oh.
I've already forgotten most of the answers. So I was just kind of going to go with one that I remembered.
What'd you remember?
But now I don't know if I remember any of them.
Hey,
Was the Monkeys in this one?
The Monkeys was not in this one.
That's why I wasn't gonna guess it.
A, Badfinger. B, the Dave Clark Five. C, the Birds. D, the Shadows. Which real band was accused of being a Beatles clone, but actually influenced the Beatles in their early days?
I don't like that this one starts off with which real band when we had to twist your arm in the first question to figure out if the bands were real.
It's the Bugs.
I fully admit they were real.
It's just suspicious now, though, that these are real bands.
Which real band?
I think it's the Birds. Here's
You're
why.
The Birds, not the Bees?
Yeah, well, not the Bees. Well, it's definitely not Badfinger, because Badfinger was the first band to be signed to Apple Records in like 1968 or 69 or something like that. So, it's not Badfinger. I know that.
Yeah, that's good. I thought they were fake anyway.
Yeah, totally fake.
Yeah.
Good finger. Good burger. Listen, I think it's not them. It's the Birds, because think of it this way. They played Bob Dylan songs, and the Beatles were influenced by Bob Dylan, and David Crosby was in the Birds, and then he was in Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and that's a great band. So I'm going to say it's the Birds. That's how I'm going to go.
Follow the notes.
Yeah, follow the clues here.
He's got a whole board behind him. And this is how we get to Limp Bizkit.
Wes Borland plays guitar in like 5 bands.
Was the 5th Beatle.
Oh, that would be a good deep dive from the Beatles to the Biscuit. How music evolved from Limp Bizkit or Beatles to Limp Bizkit.
Well, Limp Bizkit blew up with the song Faith, with their cover of Faith. That was their first big hit.
And the Beatles call cookies biscuit.
Yes,
so
there you go.
In there.
In England, cookies are biscuits.
Limp cookies?
Limp cookies.
It's weird that we call them cookies because you bake them.
I know. It should be called bakies.
Bakies?
Yeah, bakies.
I'm going to start calling them bakies.
Yeah.
Anyway. Dave, what's your answer?
Bakies. Birds. The Birds.
Bakies.
You're going with the Birds? Both go to see
Birds.
the Birds, huh?
I would love to see some birds.
The answer is D, the Shadows.
No, nobody heard of the Shadows. I know it was going to be D, because I've never heard the Shadows.
Not because they're not a real band, probably.
Is this because we were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Foot Clan and how they hide in the shadows? Is that it?
The Shadows were a massive UK instrumental group before the Beatles blew up. George Harrison was a big fan. Later on, irony struck when critics accused them of copying the Beatles' evolving sound.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, I got to learn about the Shadows now.
Yeah, Aaron's got a whole new TikTok series.
I'm trying to get around to Limp Bizkit. I mentioned Linkin Park today.
You did.
Getting there. Getting closer.
Getting closer to Limp Bizkit.
Speaking of Linkin Park, question number 3. Which band's song, Lies, was so Beatlesque some radio stations thought it was the Beatles under a fake name? A, the Knickerbockers. B, the Raspberries. C, the Buckingham. Or D, the Marmalade.
The Defeatles?
The Defeatles, the Deft Eatles.
What?
Daft.
What was the song name?
Punkles.
Lies.
Lies.
So which one of those bands would put out a... Judella's going B. I can't remember
The
what B is.
Raspberries.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard these. Judella says B. I'm going to say B then.
Well, notice how we didn't get a which real band intro question. So anything really is, anything's on the table.
One of these is definitely real. 2 of them, kind of.
The Defteetles. Well, I would say... Wait, is Stevie Nicks in there? Did you say Stevie Nicks?
I did not say Stevie Nicks.
Because I keep
Although
hearing.
she does sound a lot like Paul McCartney.
I'm thinking about how does the song go? Can you sing us 4 bars of the song Lies, please?
Tell us sweet little lies. That's the only
tell me lies,
song.
tell me sweet little lies. Yeah. No.
But that's not the song we're talking about.
That's the song I was thinking of.
Yeah, it sounds just like the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's so Beatles as people thought that it was the Beatles under a fake name.
Out on the dance floor. Oh my god, it's so stupid. What? Okay, Lies. What were the answers?
The Knickerbockers, the Raspberries, the Buckinghams, or the Marmalade.
I'm going the Knickerbockers.
Okay. I'm going to say the Marmalade because that sounds delicious. And it's the first 2 were D. So this one.
The Arctic Needle. Dr. Gleep Glop.
Dr. Gleep Glop says the Arctic Beatles. Dr. Gleep Glop. On Dr. Gleep Glop's planet, I imagine the Arctic Beatles are very popular. They're very rare.
Final answers, everyone.
Knickerbockers.
What was the questions? What were the answers again?
A, the Knickerbockers.
Who are you people?
B,
what am I
the
doing?
Raspberries.
What are we?
C, the Buckinghams. D, the Marmalade.
The Raspberries.
You're going to B, Raspberries?
Yeah. Because I like them.
Dave, final answer, A?
Mostly.
Yeah, because if you're going to try to pressure me, that probably means that it's right. And you're gonna
I'm not pressuring, I'm just asking. I just want to know.
Listen, if you're gonna...
Schnozberries.
Make a wish.
The answer is A, the Knickerbockers.
What?
Knew it.
Released in 1965.
Here we go.
Lies was so convincingly Beatlesy that people legit thought it was a secret Fab Four track.
Oh. Well, there is a precedent for that because they would ghostwrite for other people, and they had the Firemen. Paul McCartney had that band, and it was this anonymous band called the Firemen, which has a lot of weird experimental electronic music. But also, Paul McCartney had his Paul McCartney 3 album, which had Temporary Secretary, a terrible but popular song.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my brother
live.
Oh, really?
Live. That's
he played
awesome.
it at Dodger Stadium, or was that during the opening? They just kept playing it over and over again. It might have been a pre-recorded thing. It was really weird.
Remember my brother
I did
Sam
see him at
told me
Dodgers
he went-
like 10 years ago.
Sam went to a band show. The band marquee said "Goat Punishment," and it turns out that's Weezer's side band.
Yeah,
They just play small shows as Goat Punishment.
Side or it's just them?
Like it's Weezer. It's just them, but they do small shows for unsuspecting people.
I think I've heard of that, yeah.
I'm sure they've changed their name by now.
You'd
Otherwise,
have-
everyone
you'd
would
have
have
to
heard.
change it.
Yeah. All right. Question number 4. Last question before the bonus. Question number 4. Which album was not actually used by the Beatles knockoff group? Sorry. Let me reread that. Which album title was not actually used by a Beatles knockoff group? A. Meet the Beatle Buddies. B. Beatlemania is back. C. The Beatle Barkers. Or D. We're more popular than cheese.
We're more popular than cheeses.
That was written by the Rats. What not used? Which one's not used?
Which album title was not actually used? One of these album titles is fake. Beatlemania is back.
Yeah, I don't like that answer. I didn't like it the first time I heard it. I didn't like it the second time I heard it either. So that's got to be it. Yeah.
Donald, what do you think?
I'm so lost at this game. I haven't got a single thing right. I would say we're more popular than cheese.
You think they got hungry when he was making this quiz?
Is not the real answer.
Well, you said one of them's fake, right?
Yeah, one of them's fake.
John Lennon never said that. He never said.
No, he said it was about Jesus.
John Lennon says
cheeses.
Jesus. John Lennon never talked about cheese ever.
Yeah, he meant cheeses.
He was intolerant of lactose.
They misquoted him.
I think John Lennon was intolerant of a lot of things.
Yeah, he was not. He was a very narcissistic kind of guy, huh? Yeah. Let's see. I think it's a misquote
Your
to say
answer is
popular.
C?
Yeah, it's no. They're not. They never said that technically.
The Beetle Barkers?
No.
That one was made by dogs.
Imagine all the cheeses living way to way.
That's good.
Dr. Gleep Glop coming in with the lyricism. Let's see. I'm going to say what you just said. Bozo button. Wait, no, bomb.
Beetle Barkers?
Beetle Barkers, yeah.
You're going with C, Beetle Barkers. Dave's going with...
Wait, I should, right?
Beatlemania is back.
Yeah.
Beetle Barkers?
That's catchy. That's what the kids want to hear.
Yeah.
Beatlemania is back is like that's like something you'd hear in an Applebee's commercial or something.
Yeah.
Like
Applebee's is real.
Yeah.
Applebee's is real, Dave.
Applebee's is real.
Sorry.
You can just picture like an entire board meeting where they're like, "What's Beatlemania? Beatlemania is popular, right? Well, how about
it's back?
Beatlemania is back."
Yeah.
Well, just like the McRib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The answer is...
What's the answer?
D. We're more popular than cheese.
That's the one I said.
It was a red herring.
The other titles actually exist. All of those.
Except
those
B,
real.
right?
Except for D. We're more popular than cheese.
He never said he was more popular than cheeses.
Now, this last question is the last question.
Okay.
It all ends here.
It ends with us.
This is going to be a terrible question.
What suspicious clue gave away that Klaatu, a mysterious 70s band rumored to be the Beatles in disguise, was not the real deal? A. Their songs had 0 lyrics. B. Their liner notes were in Klingon. C. They never played live or gave interviews. Or D. They were Canadian.
Well, Klaatu obviously is a reference to the day the Earth stood still. Klaatu Barada Nikto was the secret code that they gave to the alien robot Klaatu in order to turn him on and destroy things. That's all I know.
But the Beatles? What?
Yeah, the Beatles.
You just made Dave very confused.
The internet cut out for most of the question, and I've been trying to piece it back together with the answers, and it does not help at all. You guys said a word Klaatu?
Yeah.
It's not.
We need more dogs.
Is that other English? It's not this English. Is it the Beatles English? I can't answer a question if I don't know what the words are.
I should have got that.
The Klaatu?
Klaatu.
Clamato?
Right. Dave, here we go. What suspicious clue gave away that Klaatu, a mysterious 70s band rumored to be the Beatles in disguise, was not them?
Okay. All right. Why was this band not the Beatles?
Their song had 0 lyrics. B. Their liner notes were in Klingon. C. They never played live or gave interviews. Or D. They were Canadian.
Is Klaatu Klingon?
Klaatu
No,
is not Klingon.
That is not
Klaatu is
Klingon.
imitation Latin.
That's a fair question.
Yeah. It was Pygmalion, I think is the word. Pig Latin. I would say I don't know the answer at all, so I'm going to go with D.
They were Canadian?
They're Canadian, yeah. That'll do
That would give it away. Yeah. But they like kings and queens, though, right?
They are subjects of the king, yeah. The King of England.
It's weird that they got, like, they're subject to the King of England, but they got a bit of France in there.
Yeah.
Make up your mind, Canada.
I know.
Although I'm jealous of them. They have a, forward-thinking person in charge of their country now.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw a little bit. I saw like 10-second clip of him saying, "We're embarrassed by America."
So are we, pal.
So it's no lyrics, liner notes in Klingon. What was C?
They never played live or gave interviews.
Or gave interviews. That wouldn't do it. Or they're Canadian.
I'm gonna say they never played live. I'm switching to that because the Beatles never played live. Well, they kind of did after.
Until Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah, they took a few years off and then they went back out on a stadium tour when they were like the late 70s. Yeah. After.
And they played on a roof.
Yeah, that was cool. They almost got arrested.
I'm gonna go B. I don't think it's right.
Their liner notes were in Klingon?
Yeah, maybe that's not right. That would kind of give it away too easy, right?
Yeah.
Unless they knew.
Yeah.
All right, if Aries going C, then I'll go D.
They were Canadian.
Yeah.
One of us will get
Canadians. One of us is going Canadian.
We both have a 1 in 4
The answer
shot.
is D. They were Canadian.
I did not do that one. Oh man.
Klaatu sparked a full-blown rumor mill when their mysterious sound and anonymity led fans to believe it had to be the Beatles, but nope, it was 3 dudes from Toronto with Moogs and a Dream. Or
2
Moogs,
things.
I guess.
That was 1. It's pronounced Moog. And 2.
But I like Moog because the guy who invented the Moog did an album called Music to Moog by, and it's like when writing Moog sounds way better than Moog when you're doing music to. So
we should tell Bob Moog that. Hey, Bob Moog.
Yeah,
also,
no, I get how it's said.
I know. It's used on.
He just doesn't respect it.
It's used on "Here Comes the Sun" as the Moog synthesizer. Also, it's pronounced Toronto. That's how they say it, Toronto. They don't say this the second T for some reason. I don't know why.
I only say the second T. Oronto.
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 I only speak in Esperanto. Am I right, Dr. Glipglop? Is that true?
He did.
That none of the T's in Toronto are pronounced. It's just Orano.
Orano.
He did.
By the way, though, if you do get a chance to listen to the band Klaatu, oh man, are they good.
Nice.
Burrata's a cheese.
Really good. Really good to get elevated to and just like chill out. Listen to some Klaatu.
Should we just do that for the Roach Clip?
We should probably do that for the Roach Clip. Listen to some Klaatu. We can. Y'all can join us on there if you're paying customers. I think y'all are. Judella and Gleeplop are both supporters. And if you just watch this, go ahead and subscribe. Do you have a bonus? Was that the bonus?
That was the bonus.
Wait, what?
I'm done.
What did he say? Oh
That was
my
terribly
God,
hard.
My brain isn't okay.
Yep.
Wait.
I'm sitting on that one for a month.
What? To show the
That was very.
What?
That was a very difficult game. I don't think I got a single one right. Which is good. That's
You're
good.
gonna have to start covering Beatles knockoff bands.
I'm gonna have to learn about the Beatles stuff. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's weird to have to just to tell people that the Beatles were good, but I think it's cool to say that they weren't good. I actually did go on a date about several months ago, and somebody told me they said that, and I think I was sort of responding to that whole world of people out there that are like that. But she was just like, you know what? I think the Beatles are overrated, and I was like, you said that with such confidence, and then I launched into that. I was like, well, she's like, well, what do you think? She asked me what I thought. So I gave her a piece of my mind. No, I said, I said, you can't overrate the people that started. I said exactly what I said on that thing. But I guess people are.
The Beatles, like Randy Newman. Yeah, okay, maybe he's overrated. The Beatles?
God,
no.
friend.
Yeah. How dare you attack
he's
he's so good. Nobody's trying to knock him off. All right.
Yeah. He's a genius, actually.
He is kind of a genius songwriter.
He is a genius.
Nobody's trying to imitate him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's always... His lyrics are pretty insanely good, but
dude's a music genius.
Yeah, but he does sound
do
like.
Do the wait what? Do you think if we reached out, he would do the wait what?
Wait what? Really? Hey, wait what? You know what to say?
Now we got a new one.
You got a question in me.
You got
a quiz in me.
Is it A, B, C, or D?
You got a quiz.
Come on, Randy. We've already written it. Just read the words.
Yeah, just sing it for us. Play the piano and sing it.
Sing your Oscar-winning song, Friend and Me, and sing it to these words.
Yeah, win us an Oscar.
For free.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'd watch that song to his Oscars.
Yeah, probably. He was just on Everybody's Live with John Mulaney last week, actually.
That was. Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. He was,
I love that show.
He's like
they
900
right down the street from us.
I know, it's like right over there. He actually. Did you see the one from? I think it was either last week or 2 weeks ago. But they needed to get the perfect line of people from 5 foot tall to 6'7" or something.
Yeah, been working on that all season. Yeah.
Oh, but they did call for someone who was. They were like, "We're live right now, so if anybody is exactly 6 foot tall, come down." But I'm 6'3". I couldn't do it. But you know who did?
We were too tall. Jimmy Kimmel, right?
Jimmy Kimmel showed up. He's exactly 6 foot tall. Yeah.
Crazy.
He saved the day.
Always does.
He doesn't seem 6 feet tall.
Well, Dave, he's a lot bigger in his heart.
Are we measuring hearts?
Measuring this in hearts.
How tall is his heart?
6 feet at least.
It's exactly 6 feet.
Bigger than his body.
Yeah, most of it's on the outside. It's not good.
It's terrible. Poor man.
Yeah.
So this is a fundraiser for Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Telethon.
I'll tell you what.
Bobby. Damn it,
Bobby.
We've done it, I think. That's pretty spooky.
We gotta shoot spooky stuff.
You're shooting.
We gotta shoot that spooky.
Lee's been shooting little movies every day. They're really cool, so y'all should watch them at the box.
Go follow our YouTube. You never know what short I'm gonna take down next.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not funny. I feel like we should just go off on that for 2 seconds here. I'm going to go off on it. You don't have to. I'm going to go off in defense of our hard work and your hard work, Lee, and Dave, your hard work. Yeah, movies are a collaborative thing that people make together. And no, it's not one person is the maker of a movie, I guess, unless you're like Stanley Kubrick or something. Not even him, though. So, y'all...
I don't think any of us is Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick has tons of people working for him. A lot of talent, a lot of different minds go into making a movie. So just remember that when you're watching movies that we can never show you
Nope.
Yeah.
Because of one person's delusions of grandeur and narcissistic manipulation, no one gets to see our film anymore.
Selfishness, narcissism. Yeah, it's really
unbelievable.
Awful. That's the most selfish thing you can do, is to deprive other people showing their skills and their talents. I find it reprehensible.
You divested yourself from the project officially, and given your encouragement to keep promoting.
It just seems.
I'm not going to talk anymore.
Well, I think what you're saying is totally justifiable and fair. I think to mischaracterize our film that we all made as being the sole work or belonging to one person is absurd. I'm trying to stay specific, but also vague.
Yeah. It just feels like when you put your time and energy into something and then you don't get to share it, which is exactly what this whole industry is. Like none of this, besides like having a blast doing it, none of it makes sense if you don't share it. That's what visual medium. That's what all visual medium is meant to do. Paintings, photos, anything. The idea is to do it and have other people see it and feel something from it. And now that time and effort is just vanished.
We're going to make something way cooler. We're going to make something way more fun, and we never have to deal with that awful person ever again.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And I would say it's maybe not a complete wash. We all made something. I think we all maybe got a little bit better at what we're trying to do in life. And every experience is a learning experience. So next time it'll be bigger, it'll be better, and I'm looking forward to it.
Just remake it with a different cast, except same cast minus.
We should just.
Should we Taylor Swift it?
We should just deep fake it.
We could just re-record it, right?
Yeah.
We could just re-record that coverage.
Yeah.
Just painstakingly go through all the coverage and reshoot it.
Because I don't remember how I made that, how I lit that at all.
Oh, Dave, you
we can write and shoot something totally new. We could do that too.
We could do that.
But I agree with you, Dave.
This is the one. This is the one to die on.
That's it. I agree with you. If you make something that is visual and audio, it's a visual medium. People should be able to see it, hear it. Like that's the whole point.
Because if you don't, then it's like they're saying like you didn't do this. You didn't do your job. You didn't work on this. It's like, but I feel like I did. I feel like I was there, and I was doing.
I put a lot of work into
my job.
Yeah.
But now it's not.
Well, y'all.
Anyway, we're gonna be watching it on Twitch next week.
Yeah, so live streaming it. If you want to watch it, tune in.
Band movies get a lot of press. We can say, watch this band.
Yeah. That's true. It's technically sort of kind of banned.
If we put the server that it's on in space, it's technically
it doesn't. It's outside the jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Dr. Gleeplop, what do you think should the diagnosis be? Dr. Gleeplop.
Jadella, I think your scary reels are awesome. Thank you for watching them.
Yes. Everybody watch Lee's very scary reels. Everybody go check out Foxtrot images, because they're so good to look at with your eyes. And y'all, we love you. And come join us in the Roach Clips. Cheese bags. We love y'all. Bye now.